Hello everyone, today is the first day of year 2026. Very happy new year to everyone. Today I am making a video on how to interface an ESP01 small Wi-Fi module with a very limited GPIO pins along with a 16 by 2 character LCD, and I'll be doing it through the I2c LCD bus. And let's get started. We will begin with understanding the power module at first. So I am feeding in 9 volt 1 ampere direct current to this particular power module. From one side of it I am extracting 3.3 volts and from the other I am extracting 5 volts. Because 3.3 volts would be required for the ESP01 module and the 5 volt supply would be required for the I2C bus controller. Going to the next, the specific I2C LCD module that I'm using here with the 16 by 2 LCD is the PCF8574AT, and the ESP01 that I'm making use of. And to make this diagram a bit more clearer, I've only taken the part of the pinouts that we have. They are also labeled. Now this would be the wiring table, that how you would wire it. 3.3 volts to the ESP01, 5 volts to the I2C module, GPIO02 connected to the serial clock of the I2C module, and the GPIO0 would be connected to the serial data address. We will be making use of GPIO03, but first see the circuit diagram. This is how it looks. As mentioned in that table are connected here, so you may want to pause the video. Now I wanted to extend the functionality of this particular simple circuitry, and I had the GPIO03 of the ESP01 available. So I thought to add a buzzer module so that it just gives a beep whenever the text of the LCD changes. And for this, the power supply of the buzzer would be connected with the 3.3 volts, and the signal wire, that is the IO wire of the buzzer module, would be connected to the GPIO3 of the ESP01 module. Let's understand the pinout diagram of the buzzer module. We have got only 3 pins right here, of which the only one pin that we can operate the buzzer sound is the IO pin. So I will be adding a 1K resistor in the circuit and the series when we connect it with the main circuit. So that is how the buzzer module will be aligned with the GPIO03, or some call it the RX pin of the ESP01, connected with the IO pin of that very pin of the buzzer module. Let's quickly see how the circuit looks when it's complete. Now here you may want to pause the video and see it all by yourself. So RX is connected with the IO pin and there is a 1K resistor in the series of it. So that's how it looks. Let's quickly hop over to see how the code of this would be. So for the code that we have to use, or sketch that we have to upload to our ESP01 module, I have placed that particular code in the circuits and code name repository of my GitHub channel. Always make sure you're in the main branch of it. I only make the publicly available code that you can use in this particular branch only. So it's ESP01 that I'm working with, and it is the ESP01 LCD project. That's the basic one that I'm showing here in this particular video. So what we will do is open this, and as you open this particular folder or this path, that is the ESP01 and then ESP01 underscore LCD, you'll see a few folders and files, and that would be images for all the circuit diagrams that I have to provide you and all the required libraries to get things working. And then there would be the ESP01 underscore LCD.ino for the main sketch that we have to eventually upload, along with some instruction file that I might want to give you as an instructions. One thing I want you to make sure is that you are using the same liquid crystal I2C library that I have used in this particular demonstration, and it would be available under the required libraries folder, and it would be liquid crystal I2C. All you have to do is just copy all the contents of this particular folder and place it in your respective libraries folder of your Arduino IDE environment. So we'll quickly come back to the sketch itself, which is the main thing that we have to see. At first I've given a few comments just to have you get going with the wiring and stuff. We'll begin with line number 25 and 26, where I'm using the same liquid crystal library that I've shared with you over the required libraries folder. Line 30 and 31 set the number of columns and rows of the LCD. So it is essentially 16 column by 2 rows, 16 by 2 LCD. Line number 33 initializes buzzer pin variable to 3, and this is setting for the GPIO pin 3 that will be connected with the IO pin of the buzzer module. For line number 37, I have used the address of my i2c bus as 0x27 because I know, because I have executed one i2c scanner sketch already. Normally this value is, for the line number 37, I have used the value 0x27 as my i2c bus address. Usually it is either 0x27 or it is 0x3f. You can try with these values, otherwise you can quickly search over the internet for the i2c scanner sketch, which will help you to identify the address of your specific i2c bus. So from my previous experiments, and I've been using this particular i2c module, I know that it is 0x27 for me. I might make a video in future for this i2c scanner sketch if you stay tuned. And yes, that's how I am initializing the LCD, setting the LCD address with the number of columns and rows in line number 37. Looking to the setup method, the first thing that I'm doing is setting the wire.begin, and this is for setting the GPIO 0 and GPIO 2 to be used as the serial data clock and the data address pins, followed by the few LCD housekeeping stuff where we turn on its backlight and initialize it. We have also set the buzzer pin, that is the pin 03 of the ESP01 as the output pin, and initially we have set it to low so that we don't have the buzzer ringing as soon as the things start. Now we finally come to the loop method of it, and in line number 53 I have just initialized a for loop, which you can skip. But in line number 56 we are setting the LCD cursor. Now set cursor, LCD print, all these are specific functions or methods of the liquid crystal i2c library, so they are to be used as is. Set cursor sets the rows and the columns from where you have to make the print. I'm printing small message over here in the LCD, that is Om Namah Shivaya, followed by 3 more lines, 59, 60 and 61, where I am setting the buzzer pin high, that is setting the buzzer to beep for just 200 milliseconds, and after that it would turn low, that means the buzzer will not make any more sound. And in line number 62 I am just adding one delay of 800 milliseconds. So the line number 60 and line number 62, the delays that are used here sum up to 1000, that is the 1 second of gap. And then after that I am using in line number 64 basically LCD clear method. This would keep on going because this is used within the loop method. Now let's see everything in action. So that was all for this video everyone. I will be coming back with more and more practical scenarios where I'll be making use of this particular small and yet simple circuitry with a very limited number of GPIO pins. If it did help you until here, then do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Abhyuday Shukla signing off with a happy new year wishes to all of you.